Okay, we're going to walk through some pass protection grading, and kind of want to start with, and this is all in the handbook and everything, but the general rules and guides of it is we go through a negative 1.5 to 0 scale, and negative 1.5 being the worst and a 0 being the best a lineman can achieve. So essentially, a 0 is a good score here. It's based on time, so anything 2 seconds or less is a negative 1.5. Anything 3 seconds or less is a negative 1, and anything just under 4 seconds is a negative 0.5. And so, it's pretty easy to see. It's pretty easy to see a negative 1.5 block, pretty easy to see a negative 1 block, and it's actually pretty easy to see a negative 0.5 block as well once you've graded a few of them. But that's kind of the scale that we use, and we'll take a look at some of these as we go. I'll make comments, and hopefully you can see a pattern, and it'll sync up with kind of what you're thinking. You see a negative 1.5 grade pass pro by 68. It's immediate. 93 comes in and immediately threatens the quarterback and sacks him, and good play for the defensive end, bad play for the left guard there. Get through some of these plays as quick as possible. As I say, I think it's easier to see it as it goes along. There'll be a pattern developing. Center here with a negative 1.5 completely whiffs, even though the guy didn't make the play. That is really irrelevant. We're looking at his pass protection, and if he gets a negative 1.5, and the quarterback gets sacked by this defender, but he gets beat in a little over 2 seconds, then he gets a negative 1 too, and we'll have grades like that. So we're not looking at the result as much as the actual one-on-one pass blocking situation. Walk through more of these. Negative 1.5 again. Instant. Quarterbacks rush to move. Again, we're not looking at the result. It's a positive play, but that's scored other ways. That's to the quarterback's credit. We can only look at the blocking that we have in front of us. Now, of course, there has to be certain expectations relative to the right guard. I mean, he can't expect the quarterback to do this, so you have to count that into when you're judging. But as far as the left tackle, it's a negative 1.5. Go through a couple more here for negative 1.5. Left guard beaten immediately, threatening the quarterback with a sack. Alright, we're going to work through to negative 1 grades here and give you an example and talk through what would be classified as a negative 1 passing grade. I believe this is the left guard here. It's going to get a negative 1. You see he's walked back into the quarterback. He's putting up some resistance, but it's still very disruptive for the quarterback. It's better than a negative 1.5, but it's still very dangerous to the passer. Show you another one here. And it's time, like I said, if it's between 2 and 3, that the time to pressure, um, it's a -1. Um, Center here. Again, we're not looking at the success or result of the play. We're only looking at the individual one-on-one matchups. Working through others here. Another -1. Center's block here. And there's actually, and you have access to all these grading materials and information, but you can see, well, we gave him a -1. He gets in front and slow drives, so it'll never re-anchors, and he's actually pushed into the quarterback's motion. Slow that down for you. Center here. Okay, moving right along. Going to show you some 0.5 grades here, and we think you'll hopefully see the pattern. And as I said, I think it almost gets easier to see it the more experience you have with it. There's some subjectivity in all of this, but I think over time it kind of it really is it can be uniform and clear to see. So that's 0.5. -0.5 for the right guard. See these. It's not immediate. It's not instant. He's blocking the guy. Quarterback gets the ball off, not because he has to move or anything like that, but still. Right guard, -0.5. We're not judging the success of the play. We're only looking at the individual matchups. As we work through these, I hope there's a better understanding when it comes to pass blocking, grading. As we've seen a variety of each, you can see here another -0.5 grade. Left guard. And you're grading the other guys as well. That could be a -1 on the center, but you have to grade each and every one as you work through these. So a -0.5 for the left guard, maybe a -1 for the center. Another -0.5 grade here. Right center on this one. Gives up too much penetration. Quarterback has to move and make a throw. He is pressured, and we grade that a -0.5 effort. by the center. I hope this little pass blocking illustration and kind of explanation has helped. As I said, all the information pertinent to the grading is in the handbook, but sometimes it's nice to be able to view these, and you can view these on Huddle as well. But thanks for listening.